Hey everyone, how you doing? This is Mike coming at you from Orlando, and what we're going to be doing today is I'm going to show you the intro riff to Who Says by Selena Gomez and The Scene. It's a really good new song. I've been doing it a lot with my private students, and what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the chords first. We'll go over the strumming pattern, and then you can download the chart that's right on the bottom there where it says tab and chart, and you can go ahead and download that and look it over, and it has the strumming pattern and the beats and everything on there you pretty much need to play along with the song, including the lyrics. So let's go ahead and get started on that riff. First thing we're going to do is you're going to make sure your capo is on the 2nd fret, and just make sure it's nice and close and it's clamped down all the way. That you're not blocking or pulling down any strings. If you hear any sharp strings, usually it's because of that. And let's go over our shapes first. First shape we're going to do is a regular D major chord, and if you don't know that one, just 2nd fret, 3rd fret, and 2nd fret. You can look the chord up or kind of look at the chart. So it's just that circle right there. 2, 3, and 2. Normally we play an open D with this, but for the beginning we're only going to be playing these top 3 strings. So just kind of get used to those right there. Cool. The second chord you're going to see on your chart is what's called the D2 chord. Now a D2 is called a sus2 or a suspended 2. It's just a different version of a D chord. It's just a little different voicing. So instead of the F sharp in the top, it's going to have just an open E. So your chord will sound like that. So it's a very pretty chord. A lot of the suspended 2s are. All the suspended chords really are good chords. So the first 2 chords you have is D major, cool, and then we're going to have D sus2, or just D2 for short, cool. And what you're kind of getting at hearing there is is where we're going with it. The other chord we need to know is the D suspended 4, or what's called a D4 for short. That does the opposite of what the 2 does. Whereas a 3 or a regular D major takes the 3rd, which is our top note, and lowers it a whole step. The D sus4 actually takes it and raises it up to the 4th. Now this all refers to like major scale theory, 4ths, 5ths, and all that. If you definitely want to know more about that, I will probably be posting a lesson about music theory. It's also something I regularly teach in lessons and my clinics. So that D4 chord again is just we're going to take our pinky and we're going to bring it up to the 3rd fret of the E string. So the only notes that are changing here are on the E string, and this is once again just for this intro riff here. So the 3 shapes we have is the D, D2, D again, and D4. Cool. So D major, D sus2, D major again, and D sus4. Cool. Now the strumming pattern we're going to do. It's fairly simple, but it's going to have 1 upstroke in it. So what we're going to do is we're going to strum 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. So the change is on the 1 end, which is going to be on an 8th note. So whereas we have our quarters 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, and 2, 3, 4. So down, 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 up, down, down, down. We're going to do the same thing for the other change. Back to D, down, 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 up, down, down, down. So that's where we have the changes. First time we go to the 2, second time we go to the 4. Cool. Now when you get it up to speed, and what I do is you can play just the top 3 strings. If you're playing the full song, you can add that low D in, but just for the intro part, it really will cut through, sound the most like the riff if you just play these top 3, for example. And then bring your D in. And that's pretty much the intro to that song. If you're interested in learning the rest, go ahead and download that chart and that song, or the tab for it. You can look at the chord, strum along with the song. And if you're in the Orlando area, just email me at the information at the end of the video, and visit my website at www.mikegLessons.com. Thanks for watching.